congratulations to both of you. I just finished watching the movie and it was a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
So Louise, let's start with you. You play a psychotic, bipolar sociopath who dismembers and kills people. How did you make killing and dismembering look so
well, art imitates life. You know, a lot of people have asked me, is this movie autobiographical? I'm like, of course it is. I've got 200 bodies in my fridge. You know what? I just love the femme fatale genre. I always have. But I wanted to do a femme fatale that was a parody and a caricature and a satire, and I wanted to make a movie that would make people laugh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough line because it's in different hands. It might not have come off so well, but you guys really made the parody could really come through in a great way. What were some of the tensions for you guys in pulling off the comedy there? Were there any scenes that were the toughest for you to do?
Only when I couldn't deliver my lines because Ed was making me laugh so much. I mean, he is such a brilliant comedic actor that I would like fall out of character. I couldn't stop laughing. He's like, right, stop laughing. We've got to finish this movie. And I'm like, just give me a minute. You know, he is just such a you know, we have a natural great friendship and banter, and you know, I really wanted this to be like His Girl Friday level dialogue where you're just bang 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 bang, and there's like it's really just like a rally and a ping pong. That I find that really entertaining, and so you know, Ed and I did a lot of rehearsal, but a lot of it sort of came naturally.
Yeah, I mean, like when we were doing the fight sequence, it was so intense, and then there was this, on top of that, there was this dialogue that Louise is speaking about that was fast-paced. You know, you had to be articulate. You know, you had to make sure like the jokes landed, and so that was really challenging. It really was. And again, like I hadn't done anything like that, man. And so yeah, it was all very exciting.
For each of you, do you have a favorite scene in the film?
Probably when I am. Yeah, probably when I'm about to pour the bottle of red wine on the couch, and I just love that line, you know, I will Chateau Lafitte the F out of this couch.
So fun.
And then we go in this back and forth. And then there's another line that I was just like adding the word human in, about a human sprinkler system.
Yeah, I will.
And it was so annoying. This is the only time I got annoyed at her. She was like, because I kept saying human sprinkler system. She's like, there's no human in it. And I kept saying human.
No,
it was the other way around. But either way, I was adding a word, and she was like, no, you can't have that in there. Take that word out. And I was like, what is the difference? Those are the mad things I'm saying in this film.
My favorite is the one where she's trying to kill him with a hedge trimmer in the garage, and he's inquiring about why all the people in the fridge, quite a lot of people in that fridge, who they were and why.
Actually, that's my favorite scene. I'm taking that scene.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's that little joke in there where I go through all these terrible people, and then, you know, he's like, what about that guy? I'm like, Jimmy Hoffa. And he's like, that was you?
Murderer. Ironic.
Yeah. Jimmy Hoffa, that was you? Like MS-13. And then Al-Qaeda, and he's like, really? And I'm like,
I love that.
We don't have time for that story. That's my favorite scene. I mean, you got to really listen and pay attention because the camera cuts back and forth to us like one second.
Really fast paced like that.
Quick, man. I think she did a great job of like keeping momentum in the film because, you know, essentially it's just us two, you know, and like sometimes that can maybe get a little bit boring, you know, it's just two of the same characters, but you know, Louise did a great job keeping momentum, keeping a rhythm to the film. And yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, so I know you referenced this in the movie, but it seems like a bit of a modern take on American Psycho, and with a female twist, obviously. How did you guys, what sort of genre realm did you see the film in?
The movie is a farcical anti-plot. You know, my favorite movie is Airplane, or basically anything with Leslie Nielsen. I just love that kind of wacky, silly, over the top, totally implausible comedy. And, you know, I'm also obsessed with the film, with the femme fatale genre. And so, you know, I love Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. I love his specificity and attention to detail. And actually, in the opening of the film, that's kind of an homage, because you know, Patrick Bateman goes through each one of his morning, you know, routines, and Catherine does the same thing. And there's lots of little buried treasure for people who are film lovers. Like, you know, there's a line from, you know, Wall Street, money never sleeps. There's a couple lines in there from Basic Instinct, you know, you want to F like rabbits, raise rugrats, and live happily ever after. That was taken from Basic Instinct. And I hope that fans of this genre and of movies in general will see that. You know, there's nods obviously to Flashdance, to Footloose, to all these different movies. But this movie is tongue-in-cheek and very self-aware and very meta. And we're kind of like laughing along with the audience.